What was my life like before joining Root Cause Revolution? I would say I felt debilitated. So I wasn't able to do things like take my kids to the park or eat in restaurants or eat when I'm out. So it was just very restrictive. And after about 5 years of trying everything, I was like, there needs to be something. There needs to be a root cause. And so I Googled root cause, and here we are. My name is Narjit Patel. I'm from the UK. I live in Orlando, and I run my own company. And it's a Google kind of SaaS company. Ish. We went to Mexico City. That was good. And then the great thing about that one was I ate everything, like deep fried taco with potato and just all these things that I could just never even think about eating. Spicy food even, and I haven't done spice for 20 years. And yeah, I was okay. I was going to the bathroom normally. And so I was like, wow, I'd never in my wildest dreams had thought I could go to Mexico City and enjoy all the food they have to offer and not feel guilty or my stomach to have an impact. And then I
Okay.
went to El Salvador. So my staff work out of El Salvador. So each year, me and my business partner go for 3 or 4 days.
Uh-huh.
And so I had to address them. And then we did one day of like full work and then one day complete offsite, just ziplining and laughing. And we were in these like round balls at one point, like running into each other. It's just funny. And I feel like laughter is the best medicine sometimes. And so there's just lots of good connections. And we all work remotely and
Yeah.
most of the staff's there. It's just nice to get 18 of us together to do
Yeah.
stuff. And there everything was good too, stomach wise and everything.
What your top three wins have been? What would you
Yeah.
say they've been?
That I'm not bleeding anymore, that I can control my bowels fully and they're normal.
Mhm.
And I feel happier. I for sure feel happier. I don't know what it is, what we've done. I just feel like life is just a bit easier and less stressful, and I feel truly happy. So my symptoms were I was bleeding every time I had a bowel movement and about 4 or 5 times a day. Every time I eat, a few minutes later, I would go to the bathroom and I would have uncontrollable bowels sometimes. So I'd be in the car, unable to control my bowels. I couldn't eat everything. I was restricted in many ways. Oh, it was like a zero. And
And
now
what
it's a
about,
five. I feel like I'm such a strong gut. I'm
yeah.
like, I feel proud of my gut. The day I even had canned beans and I had no gas. My experience with other doctors and programs was that Western medicine wanted me to take a suppository and a medicine that would affect my liver for the rest of my life, which I wasn't willing to do. They insisted on multiple colonoscopies, which I did one and then didn't want to do anymore. And I was just told that diet can't do anything and supplements won't do anything. And I was told point blank clear multiple times by Western doctors. I then have gone to some naturopaths. I've done homeopathy and acupuncture, and all these things were helping, but not curing, I think, what the root cause was. I also did Ayurvedic diet. I also did a liquid diet for 6 months. I also did fasting for a few days with nothing but water. I learned so much along the way. However, they didn't really help the root cause.
Okay.
What specific tangible results have I experienced? My results have been that I can now fully control my bowels. I can, in the moment of stress, I can do my 4-7-8 breath. I can meditate while running. I have no bleeding in my stools whatsoever. And I'm happy to know that I didn't also have a leaky gut, which I always thought if there's blood, you have a leaky gut. And I also know how I can help my body to rebuild and to gain weight. I also have had weight gain. So I went from 95 pounds to I think I'm about 109 now, which is phenomenal, which I've always struggled with. I also feel stronger, powerful mentally as well as physically than I ever have. How has my life changed since joining? I'd say it did a complete 180. I mentally feel stronger to have conversations, to not lose it with my three small children. I feel empowered to speak to my husband. I feel like I've learned so much that I've also imparted that knowledge on other people. and they're also learning. I can eat basically anything, milk, cheese, chocolate, and it's all within kind of reason. I also know how to make more healthy snacks. I just made the amazing granola that Elizabeth taught us how to make, and everybody just loves it. And I end up just giving most of it away. I'm very conscious about my protein intake, mental health, stillness, and then also reading signs that, hey, I can see that my gut's doing something. So, what can I do to help bring it back into balance? What would I say to somebody on the fence about joining? I understand it's a lot in terms of a monetary amount. And also, it can be a lot in terms of dedication to joining the sessions and doing the work. But I truly believe that with root cause health, the amount of work you put in, you get that much as a result. Everybody's on their own path and we can share and help each other. And I love the community that was formed as part of that. And I think that's all I miss the most. But also, there was flexibility and there was no kind of judgment for not doing something or all that stuff. It's amazing having a nurse on hand whenever you need. You can call the nurse, you can message the nurse. I got responses every other day to questions that I had. I could ask different people different questions. I love the fact that it's mind, body, soul connecting, not just physically what's happening. Dr. Trisha is amazing. She has so much knowledge. I only wish I had a part of what she knew and I could share that with so many people. She's also willing to help other people through yourself. So she's helped me and my husband, for example. And it doesn't stop there. At the end of the program, I still have that support as and when I need it. And I know what our plan is after this. And so I would say that although I was on the fence about it too, I wouldn't be here today living the life that I am without root cause health. And so whenever I hear about anybody having issues like me, I actually just recommend them. I just send them the link. I would truly, honestly, wholeheartedly recommend root cause health.